Hello.
Hello.
We all know the wonderful Mrs. Gillis. Teaches here in the fax room at the Detroit Lakes High School. I want to be interviewing her for 21st Century Skills. Hopefully you guys can learn a little bit more. So we all know your current job. Personally, I was just wondering if you've had any jobs before this at all.
So kind of, not really. I grew up on a family farm, so I helped my parents on the farm with cattle, and I would like roll beans and help combining, that sort of thing. When I went into college, I worked for, I was like a secretary's help when I was in the college at BSC. So we like processed money and then did a lot of fundraising stuff. So I helped with that.
Okay.
And I was a sub in college.
Also, why did you select this career in particular? Did you have any like family members? Was anyone pushing you to do it?
So in terms of teachers in my family, I've only had one, and it was my sister. She also is a fax teacher in my hometown. That's not really why I chose it. I really like kids. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Teaching sounded pretty good. I like to cook, love to sew, love like helping students figure out their path in life, and so that's kind of why I chose teaching.
All right. What kind of training or schooling did you need?
You need a 4-year degree. With my degree, you could have finished it probably in about 3.5 years if you worked really hard. I didn't know what I was doing that first year, and I went to Bismarck State College my first year. So then I was like slightly behind, but I still finished in 4 years.
All right. How did you get this job? Like, how did you find out about it, and how was the interview?
I was just searching for a job right out of college. My husband he was my fiance at that time, got a job in Fargo, so I knew I needed to be in the area. And I was just like on Indeed searching, and I saw that this was an opening, and I applied, and then I didn't really hear anything back, so I called actually and seen like what was the process, and then they set up an interview with me, and the interview went great. I felt really confident in it. I knew my stuff. I got to make sure that you understand the school and what they're doing and how you would be a good fit.
All right. What do you like most about the career, and what do you like the least?
Definitely the relationships I build with like my students especially, but my coworkers as well. Some of those first students that you have, like Kenyon here, I had him my first year, and I feel like we have good relationship, and that's something that I'll probably always have throughout my life, and just building those relationships with them. That's my favorite part for sure. And then least favorite, in my career, grading is very subjective, because like how do you tell someone that something's not good? It's not really right or wrong, it's just not the way you would do it. So that's pretty difficult, I think.
All right. So like first year teaching, was there something you really didn't expect about the job?
I did not expect how much work outside of school I would be doing. That's not really something they talk about, I feel. So I was greatly unprepared for that. And then with the academies, the human services was not a class, so just I developed that from nothing. So that was a challenge as a first year teacher.
All right. And then what suggestions would you give someone if they were interested in this career?
Teaching, or like my specific?
Teaching, or maybe if they're interested in like a food pathway,
Yeah.
like being like a manager or something at a store.
In terms of teaching, don't take your student teaching for granted. Like really use that. That's a place where you grow. That's where you learn literally everything. You learn more student teaching than you do in college by far. So really utilize that. Ask questions. Use those people that you need, and try and get as much experience as you can. I encourage subbing in North Dakota. You can do that while you're still in school. And then in terms of like food preparation, definitely like take my classes, and Mrs. V's Culinary 2 class. Get experience in high school, working at a restaurant. Get food safe manager, that sort of thing. So.
All right.
Great.
Well, that's all I got for you.
Awesome. Thank you,
you.
Kenyon. Yep.